Manuel Ugarte traveling for Manchester United medical ahead of 60 million transfer. Manuel Ugarte is traveling today to undergo a medical ahead of completing a proposed move to Manchester United for 50 million plus a further 10 millions in add-ons. Paris Saint-Germain wanted a fixed fee for the Uruguay international, but United's 10 million in add-ons will be bonus-related and linked to the player's performances at Old Trafford, while the French club have included a 10% sell-on clause in the agreement. United's move for the PSG midfielder coincides with the English club reaching an agreement with Napoli over the sale of Scott McTominay, after the Serie A side agreed to pay a fee in the region 30 million for the Scotland international. United have been exploring a deal for 23-year-old Ugarte, but were reluctant to meet PSG's initial asking price, which was around the 60 million fee they paid to sign him from Sporting Lisbon in 2023. United view this as an attractive deal for what they believe to be one of the best young midfielders in the game, whose performances for Uruguay in this summer's Copa America resulted in him being named in the team of the tournament. United had considered alternatives, with The Athletic reporting that they were exploring a potential move for Burnley midfielder Sander Berge, who has since joined Fulham, while a deal to re-sign Sofiane Amrabat was not ruled out. Ugarte featured in 37 games across all competitions for Luis Enrique's side during his debut season at PSG, contributing to their League One title, Coupe de France victory, and Trophy de Champions win. Despite making just 21 league starts, Ugarte was a regular in the Champions League group stage, starting 5 of the 6 matches. However, he was left out of the starting lineup for all 6 knockout stage games. Ugarte began his career at Uruguayan club Phoenix before moving to Portugal's Famalicão in December 2020, and then joining Sporting in the summer of 2021. Should he move to Old Trafford, he will become United's 5th signing of the summer following the arrivals of Joshua Zirkzee, Lenny Yoro, Matthijs de Ligt, and Nasser Mazraoui. United opened up the new Premier League campaign with a 1-0 victory over Fulham before falling to a 2-1 defeat at Brighton and Hove Albion on Saturday. Scott McTominay to fly to complete Napoli move once Serie A side agreed terms with Man United midfielder. Scott McTominay's move from Manchester United to Napoli now hinges on the Serie A side finalizing personal terms with the midfielder. Subject to Napoli reaching an agreement with the Scot, he will travel for a medical ahead of his proposed transfer. Napoli's interest in McTominay advanced over the weekend. The Serie A side have reached an agreement in principle on a deal worth around 30 million for the Scotland international, with United retaining a sell-on fee. The McTominay news comes as Paris Saint-Germain midfielder Manuel Ugarte is traveling to complete his medical ahead of his move to United for 50 million plus a further 10 million in add-ons. United's view is that they were reluctant to lose McTominay, but could not guarantee the minutes he wanted. McTominay is a product of United's academy, meaning his sale represents pure profit and will aid the Old Trafford club's efforts to comply with the Premier League and UEFA's financial regulations. The Scotland international made 255 appearances for United, having made his first team debut in 2017. Fulham previously bid for McTominay earlier this summer, but their 20 million offer fell below United's valuation for the Scot. The West London have since signed Sander Berge, who United previously held an interest in, from Burnley. McTominay enjoyed the most productive season of his career last term, scoring 10 goals in 43 appearances in all competitions. The 27-year-old started all 3 of Scotland's group games at the European Championship this summer, scoring once, and featured in all 3 of United's matches to begin the season, albeit as a substitute each time. Chelsea and Manchester United have held exploratory talks over a deal for Raheem Sterling, with the Blues also one of the clubs who are interested in signing Jadon Sancho. United are ready to let Sancho go before the summer transfer window closes for business on Friday night, and Juventus are also tracking the winger. Sancho spent the second half of last season on loan at former club Borussia Dortmund and scored 3 goals in 21 appearances. The 24-year-old has not been able to work his way back into Erik ten Hag's plans this summer, though, and could now leave Old Trafford this week. It remains to be seen what offer United would accept, but an intriguing element of any deal is that the club are interested in Sterling. The winger has fallen out of favor at Chelsea and had his squad number given to new signing Pedro Neto. Sterling is hoping to leave Chelsea before the transfer window closes, ideally to a Premier League club and on a permanent deal. The fact that Chelsea are keen on Sancho and United are interested in Sterling has led to reports of an ambitious swap deal. Crystal Palace had expressed an interest in Sterling, although his wages, which are reportedly more than $300,000 a week, are a stumbling block. Sterling is currently training away from the rest of the Chelsea squad, along with several other players who are hoping for moves away from Stamford Bridge before Friday's transfer deadline.